Welcome, beautiful soul, to the I Vote for Me Women's Summit, where women choose themselves without apology. I'm Sherry Queen She Burden, your host and guide for this transformative experience. I created this summit because every woman deserves a space where her voice is honored, her story is valued, and her worth is non negotiable. I Vote for Me is more than a movement. It's a declaration that we are done shrinking, done settling, and done abandoning ourselves. This year's theme, Cultivating Self-Worth, invites you to rise into the truth of who you are. Not the version shaped by expectations, trauma, or survival, but the version rooted in confidence, clarity, and self-love. Throughout this summit, you'll hear from powerful women who have rebuilt themselves from the inside out, and their stories will meet you exactly where you are. I'm honored we're here and that you are here. I'm proud of you for choosing yourself today. Our next speaker carries a story that moves me every time I think about it. I met Francisca Ortiz Lopez a year ago at one of my spiritual advisors' events. And from the very beginning, her presence felt like a quiet, powerful reminder of what resilience truly looks like. Francisca is a Reiki Massage Therapist whose healing work is infused with intuition, compassion, and a deep understanding of the body and spirit. She was born in Mexico, raised from humble beginnings, and her journey is a testament to what happens when a woman decides she is worthy of more, worthy of healing, worthy of growth, and worthy of the life she envisions. She came to this country with courage, determination, and a willingness to start again. She learned a new language, she built a new life, she pursued her calling, and she did it all while holding on to her roots, her values, and her belief in what is possible. Francisca's story is one of resilience, not the loud kind, but the steady, grounded kind that rises from within. She is an example of what it looks like to honor your worth, trust your gifts, and keep moving toward your goals, even when the path is unfamiliar. Today, she brings her wisdom, her healing energy, and her lived experience to this summit, and I am so grateful to share her with you. Please join me in welcoming Francisca Ortiz Lopez.
I'm from Mexico and I'm Francisca Ortiz Lopez. It's very important to me. It's very important to me to have self-worth because that that told you who I am. Nobody had to explain to me who I am. I don't have to ask nobody who I am because this is my life and I'm the one knows my goals and my dreams. Yes, I was a sixth, probably it was in the sixth grade when I find out because I was playing basketball in the school, and I remember this we was playing, and this lady got hurt, and my grandma was a healer, and I was half that, and I was asking her, "Can I heal in your hand?" And she said, "Okay." So she gave me the hand. The next day, I went to the school, and the teacher called me to the front, and she said, "Francisca, I want to talk to you." And I went to the front. She said, "Why are you touching this lady's hand?" I said, because she was pain, she was suffering. I want to take care of her. And she said, "Francesca, you are too little. Never again trying to touch nobody. You're not going to be a doctor. You're not going to do this and you're not going to do that." And then I stopped and I got scared because in Mexico it's different culture. And I listened to him. I was so scared to talk back to him, and I'm just stay quiet and say in my mind, whatever you say is not true because I know who are you gonna be when I grow up. So I didn't say nothing, and he said, "Can you hear me?" I said, "Yes, sir, I hear you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry what I do. I'm sorry. And he say, okay, go back to your seat. That day I discovered that I want to be a healer, that I want to help people. I feel care about people suffering. So it stay in my mind. I always dream to help people discover themselves. When we grow up, we grow up with this thing that sometimes you hear this voice that tell you what you have to do. Some people scared and closet. Probably the question is getting crazy because I hear these things. But I always in my life I got guidance. I always believe there's something bigger than me and you that can guide me in this paths of life, can tell me what is good for me. And I never close those ears to my good guidance. Some days it's an internal voice that told you not doing, it's not right, it's not right. But in this life we have to sometimes work internal and external, like say, well, calm down, think, take time to hear, because we have to find out the difference when it's right and when it's wrong. So some days we try to do something, and this boy told you, like when you want to do something very good that you know is good for you. I was very old when I went to the school to learn my second language, which is English. The boys told me, no, not go to the school because you old, you're not gonna learn enough. I remember the day I stopped, calm, and talking to myself. I had to listen to this internal voice that told me that I'm not gonna learn because I'm 16 years old. Just go and try. So that time I remember that I want to go to the school to learn English, and this voice told me, don't go, you too old, you're too old. Remember just speaking loud to myself. I said, Francisca, it's never too late to learn this language. Come on, let's go. I remember that I closed my eyes and was not listen to the internal voice, because that time it was not right. I'm like, okay, I'm 16 years old. I need to go back to the school and learn this second language. Sometimes we have to turn off that internal voice. Sometimes it's good to turn it on. Sometimes it's good to turn it off too. When I grow up, I see a lot of people that say, I hearing this voice and I'm scared. I say, why are you scared? And they say, because people say that the people that hear another voices, they are crazy. I say, well, if you hear the voice, so you're not crazy yourself. I am crazy too. So now we are a group. Nobody told me there's right or wrong. I was just thinking myself, I'm not the only one that hear these voices to guide me. So if I hear the voice, somebody else can hear the voice. So when other people come and talk to me about it, I'm like, okay, I'm not the only crazy. So it's something that I have no explanations, because it's something that people accepting. Some people say, you know what, this is too scary to talk about it. So on my way, nobody told me, nobody teach me, but I know my something inside of me, like my heart, my feeling, my intuition, something told me, don't turn it off, it's good.
Wow.
Well, I practice mindfulness every morning, and my 10 seconds that I wake up and I open my eyes, I never get up. I just stay in my bed, open my eyes, and thank God for another day. First of all, I'm very thankful. I always talking to the Great Spirit and say thank you for another day. This is the opportunity that I have to make the things that I do yesterday, I can do today. I'm always wake up, and meditate, and I thank God for another day. I'm trying to connect in the morning, early in the morning, to connect to this great spirit and say, thank you for another day. I just live just for today, and I'm practice mindfulness. I practice. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. I'm doing yoga. I do Zumba in the morning, first thing in the morning. I make lotion. I got oils, candles, and I just stay there for 1 minute. Thank God for another day. Yeah, but it's a lot of ways and a different practice that we can do to make ourselves feel better. Like there's many ways for all types of people. First of all, we make it lives. So when you born a woman, you already value because you can make another life. We are so different. We have more sense, we more compassion, we more love cares. We women can do many things. So every woman is very important. Every woman had to be talking to herself and say, I'm powerful, I'm strong, I'm beautiful. I hope every woman can care themselves. They can love themselves, hugging herself, talking herself, and say, you know what? I'm good. We never alone. It's always someone that cares about you. You just have to find the person. The person feel alone and cannot find someone. First of all, we have to learn to be alone. Before you learn another, you have to learn how to be by yourself. First of all, we never alone. We have this great spirit. We have some people feel alone. When I moved to this country, my country is very big crowds. My community is very loud. It's a bunch of groups. It's music, it's food, it's grandma, grandpa, uncle, cousin, dogs, birds. So when we moved to this country, you have to learn how to be alone. Sometimes it's good to be alone because the only way to learn and discover yourself is to be alone. These good things alone. When you feel alone, it's this great opportunity to learn yourself, to asking you questions, who I am, where I come from, what I'm doing now, what I'm gonna do in my future. So it's a great opportunity. When I come here, it was a great difference, and then I feel alone. And I was only 16 years old. I always think, no, I'm not alone. I know something is always care about me. You can call it God, you can call it Great Spirit, you can call it universe, however you wanna call it, but you're not alone in this world. We always have this good thing around us that give you love, they give you this protection every time we call. First of all, we have to love ourselves, we have to accept ourselves, we have to know what we like. If you feel good, your hair feel good, you feel good inside, you don't have to worry about what people say about your hair, about your body. You have to love your body, you have to self who you are. You don't have to go because people wanna talk all the time. People gonna give you this thing like, oh, this year you have to wear this, on this time you have to wear this, or dress up like this. People always want to not put you down, but they don't want you to feel good. So when you accept in yourself, love yourself, You don't have to worry about what people say or what they told you to do, because if I feel happy and I feel good the way I am, what else you can expect about the people? Before, I used to listen what the people say, but now anymore. I'm happy, I'm peace, I feel good the way I am. When I moved to this country, I was 16 years old and I was learning English, and I came straight to North Carolina. I'm from Mexico, and English is my second language, and all these people trying to say, oh, you not speak English because the accent that I have, heavy, strong accent. Or people say, why you wearing long hair, or stuff like that, you know what I mean? But I always thinking, well, some people say, you not speaking English, and I say, I do speak English. Yes, I do, but I have an accent. So I always ask, I know that I'm not from here, and I know that English is my second language. So when people tell me that I don't change, and I say, yes, I do. I just little different because I'm not from here. But yes, I do. I am Francisca, and I can do this dance. It's not the same as you because you have the opportunity to born in here and learn this language very well. But I do speak English with accent, or I do different because I'm not from here. I have to accept in this country as sometimes people have different ideas, different cultures. So the first thing that we have to realize that we are who we are. First of all, with a lot of respect, the way we talk, because you are a woman sometimes they told you cannot do this because you are a woman, and you say, I will try, talk to me later, and we'll see. We have to keep positive all the time because some people wanna try to let you know that you cannot do it, but just like, yes, I can, let me try, I will see later. When they say you cannot do it, it's not about me, because all these things they come from my past, and I go through these things, so have belief, and I have strong mind that I say if I do all these things, I can do them better because I know me. So I never let other people think for me. I know what I want, and I know what I can do. When I come through United States, I come by myself. Brother brought me to here, and I was only 16 years old. My brother was married and he left, and I was by myself. I had to do all these things, all this travel by myself, 16 to 51. I do all the things by myself. We're talking no brothers, no sisters, no people help me. The only thing that helped me was God. If I can do all these things by myself with the guidance of God, you can do it too. I mean, in this life, everything is possible. We just had to want it, and we just had to make a dream, and we had to write it down. I want to have a job, so find a way. If I do it, you can do it too. I vote for me means to me there's a great group of women. They are powerful. I vote for me is very important for me because it make me feel that all these things that I do in life is great and they can help people. I feel good in every way because my emotions, my family, my economy is much, much better. My health. My health is, oh my God, I feel good because I'm 50 years one old, and all these things is great. I want to tell these women that take a time, taking time for themselves, because sometimes we worry too much about other people and we forget about us. Or remember that we have to be good for other people can be good too. I do Reiki healer. I do massage. You can reach me on my Facebook, Francisca Palmer. My telephone number 919-803-9297, and I will be more happy to help you out. First of all, I remember that when I went to medical massage school, they teach this class, they call it Reiki healers, and they're talking a lot about energies. It's something that I left in the past. When I come here, I just move everything, forget a little about my culture. But when I went to the school and they start talking about meridians, energies, and stuff, like I was like, they bring the memories back to me. I was like, my grandma, she used to doing this. So I was learning, and I was so happy to find out that there's a good thing to do, and because all these people sometimes give you like taboo, and in Spanish they call it taboo or discover, that they say, oh, you now have to do this because this is negative, this is not good, this is it's not allowed. Especially religion, they're scaring you so much. They're scaring you so much to not do stuff, to not open your mind, to not discover new things. Well, rediscover it, because these things are here already. But some people want you to be blind, to not practice these things. So when I went to the school, all these memories come back to me. I'm like, oh, well, this is my grandma practice. And I have it in my hands already. So I had to search who can help me. In the beginning, it was so hard to me because I was not finding the right place. So when I got sick and I went to the psychiatrist, and she sent me to psychologist, the psychologist talking about, oh, you're not crazy, you just have dreams. So you have to find you a place that can teach you how to interpret these dreams, or you have to go to the school to find out that why you feeling stuff that other people feeling. So it's how I discovered that I have, that I want to learn more about what I have already inside, how to use my power that I've been hiding somewhere. So I just had to learn how to bring it back and how to practice the correct way. Plus United States always want you to have, like in Mexico, it's not necessary to have license, permissions, diplomas, schools, degrees. In Mexico, you born with this gift and you just practice. But in here, it's so difficult. When these things happen, I'm like, okay, it's good. So now I have to remember it's a good news. I was thank the psychiatrist and the psychologist. I said, oh, thank you for telling me that I'm not crazy, that there's something good that we have inside, and there's other stuff that we can learn. And I was feeling scary, but now anymore, because I know the things are good. These things are good. I was asking God, who is gonna be the teacher, who can guide me, who can open these things for me. One night I was thinking and I was manifesting and asking God, I say, who's gonna teach me? It was Kathy from Solid Holistic. She was on Facebook and she's talking about chakras and these classes that she do in the school. I was texting her in the middle of the night and she answered. Oh my God, I'm like, oh wow. So when you ask for stuff, God opens the way. A lot of good things in this life that you just have to ask Him for. After that, I find the yoga class, I find the meditation class. So when you open one door, it's like it start open more and more and more and more to you find this new crew because we changing every single day. I'm not in the same position that I was last time. I'm now with um, another group of people. Something that I've been left behind, and it was for good. I changed my group, I changed the people, I changed the religion, I changed. Sometimes in life we have to let it go stuff. You just have to let it go. And then when it's good for you, you're not missing, you're not looking back and say, "Whoa, I'm missing this, I'm missing that." Like you was just thankful. I say, "Okay, now I am where I had to. I am." You know what I mean? It's like when your dream come true, like, okay, when I was little I want this, and I had to go all the way this day. It was not always up, it was down and up, down and up. But when you make your dream come true, it's like, yes, now I'm talking to the right people, I'm learning about these people, and I feel good around this energy, about this. Now I know that this is good for me, so I feel good too.